Let's talk about scheduling. You've seen me talk about scheduling in this manner. Your production chair, your everything else dental chairs, and then your hygiene chairs, right? We're gonna focus right now on your production chair. Especially when you start to go to scheduling like this, where you're scheduling for production in a single chair, it's scary for a lot of doctors. It's scary because they're looking at it going, hold on, I'm gonna have open time in my schedule. Yes, that's right, you will have open time in your schedule, and you have to get over the being scared of that happening. Why? Because you have to train your office that a full schedule isn't necessarily a productive schedule. A schedule that's scheduled the right way and full is extremely productive and profitable. So when you have your production chair, we always like to talk about starting out at $500 an hour. Why? Because any doctor, associate, brand new out of school, anyone can produce at $500 an hour. Doctor, if you cannot do a crown prep, impress for it, and have a temporary walked out of your door in less than 2 hours, clinically you're not where you need to be and you've got to get better. That's just all there is to it. $500 an hour minimum for your production chair. So what you do now is you have your production chair scheduled such that if it isn't $500 an hour, it cannot be in that chair. You have to be okay, doc, that there's going to be times when you're going to have openings in your schedule. When you have openings in your schedule, that's not a bad thing unless it's always open. Because an opening in your schedule means I can take something out of hygiene, I can treatment plan it, and I can bring it over and I can do it that day. And I can flip treatment into that chair. But if I'm scheduled fully out at $500 an hour every single day, what that means is I now need to up my schedule to $600 an hour, and then $700 an hour, and then $800 an hour. Don't be afraid when you start this type of scheduling that you're gonna have openings in your schedule. You have to talk with your front office, with your financial coordinator, your scheduler, to help them to understand our priority here is to look at scheduling only in this chair $500 an hour. Everything else that we're doing is in these two chairs. You might find, doc, that what's happening is you're scheduled for 4 and 5 weeks out on your fillings. Is that because all you're doing is seeing insurances or patients that want fillings or that will pay for fillings? Or is it because you're treatment planning things as fillings that actually should be crowns and they're coming back with emergencies, broke, and things like that? So look for how you're scheduling. You should be able to have a schedule. If you're scheduling 5 chairs, you should be able to fill a chair 1 with procedures that are $500 an hour at a minimum.